See the light, back at you again with another busting out the matrix. I hope all is well, and today we're just gonna hop right into it. Now, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Every person, object, thing, place, or situation in our familiar physical reality has a neurological network assigned to it in our brain and an emotional component connected to it because we've experienced all these things. This is how our energy becomes bonded to our past, present reality. Therefore, as you place your attention on all these elements, your energy is flowing away from you and it leaves little energy in your inner world of thoughts and feelings to create something new in your life. If you look at the magnified portions of the figure where the two ovals intersect, these represent how we use different elements in our outer world to reaffirm our emotional addiction. You may use your friends to reaffirm your addiction to suffering. You may use your enemies to reaffirm your addiction to hatred. It begs the question, how much of your creative energy could you be using to design a new destiny? So in this little figure right here, right? So where you go ahead and take the time to focus in on right here, it says friends. You may use your friends to reaffirm your suffering, or use your enemies to reaffirm your hatred, or use, let's say, your money to reaffirm your pride or reaffirm your ego. You know what I'm saying? So where you place your attention, you place your energy. So if we go ahead and place our energy on the more positive thoughts and on the more greater thoughts and use the positive feelings to reaffirm that we will be okay and that we can live an amazing life, then that is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. When we put our energy upon the greater and the bigger things, that will grow, right? So our energy, our attention, is very, very key, right? Because that is where we're putting our energy. Am I saying it? Did I say it so many times? We were talking about siphoning our energy and everything. And now it's time to put our energy, put our attention on the present moment. And what we can do now would make us, what could we do now that would make us our most authentic self? Or that is our most authentic self, right? Are we doing things out of fear? Are we doing things out of a place of lack, right? Are we living from those lower energy sources that the world has placed us to live in, basically survival mode, just not knowing or not believing that, things would be okay? And I was listening to something, and it was basically saying like, fear is normal, because obviously all this optimism that I'm talking about, if you're in the middle of the woods and you hear growling behind you or something, you can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to think positive about the situation, it's going to change. No, like there's a healthy form of fear, and we have the feelings that we have, obviously, for a reason, but then we just have to understand where our environment is. Like, if we're in an environment where we're able to, breathe, like we can breathe, we can set some time aside to go into a space to meditate and to make the inner world more at peace, and then eventually watch our outer world become better. Like, all of this stuff will start to happen once you see it in your mind. It will turn to matter. You know what I'm saying? Once you visualize what it is that you want, it will come into fruition with the positive action. Like, if you're taking actions in that step, in that way of, or if you're taking actions toward your goals and toward the things that you need to do, you're taking action. You're taking heed to, the things that you're speaking over yourself, and you're doing what it is that you need to do, then everything is going to start flowing. We must flow, be in a flow state, and move our bodies and put water in our bodies and feed ourselves, and just keep our bodies in a obviously in a healthy state as far as that goes. Like, putting our attention on the good things. Think about the good things. Let your attention be placed intentionally, right? And your energy be used intentionally. So next week we're going to be talking about taking your energy and power back, because when you're operating in this survival mode and you're operating out of fear and lack and anger and all of these lower things, it weakens your electromagnetic field, because you're pulling it, you're pulling that negative energy inwards, and now it's creating stuff within your body. Like, a lot of people have health issues, right? And it's really changing the chemistry in the body and all of that. So we're just going to talk about how we're going to be taking that energy and that power back, baby girl, okay? Because we're not going to let the Matrix get us, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Don't forget to what? Stay divine.